It is now 7:20 and I have not seen any movement yet. As soon as you get on the trail, you have to find the deer trail and mark the distance. So we have a trail going right here, and that trail is 20 yards. And we have another trail here, and that's 20 yards, and that's 30 yards. And we have a trail over here. This is 20, 30, and up there is 40 yards. It is now 7:35, and I just saw my first squirrel. It is now 8:08, and the only thing that I saw was a fox. According to a lunar calendar, the peak movement is between 8:28 to 11:28. So I'm gonna be hunting till around 10:30 or 11 today. I had a really big mature doe come in, and I aimed it high, but it still shot low. I think with this XP400, when you have your crossbow cocked for some time, it's shooting low or something. I just can't figure. I know I was right on it. I had a very solid rest, so I know I wasn't shaking. Man, today really sucked. Remember I told you I'm gonna show you as is. I really don't want to, but I'm hoping we could all learn from my mistake. And that mistake is this Barnett XP400. Mature doe coming in about 35 yards. So I waited for it to come in to about 25 yards, and I got myself up, and then she was turning. I knew that was my opportunity. So I actually aimed a little high, and I could see my light shooting way low. And if it wasn't for this light, I would have never known why I missed. So it really bummed out, and she didn't know where I was. And again, trying to reload my crossbow, she caught me and she ran. And right now it's 10:03. I'm just gonna call it today. But to be honest with you, right before I put the trigger on that big doe, I was thinking about field dressing it. Well, that's why they say don't count your chickens before it's hatched. Well, was I happy being out here? You bet I was. Single deer was awesome. I just wish I was on this stand last week with my 350 Winchester. Then I would have filled my freezer. It rained for the past 3 days, so today was a perfect day for deer hunting. And even this morning, I had to wait in my car for about 30 minutes for the rain to stop. Well, it was a good day for the deer hunt, but not so good with my crossbow. Okay, I have my crossbow cocked for probably now for about an hour and a half. I'm gonna take it home and shoot it and see how it shoots. Okay, it is now 12:05 and I had this cocked for about 3 hours, so let's see where it hits. Huh. It's shooting a little to the right, but it didn't drop. Okay, there it is. He did shot a little to the right, but that's a dead zone. I shouldn't have any problem. And the only thing that I can think of is that when I measured those trees in the distance, maybe some of the leaves got in the way and made the wrong measurement, or I got confused in the middle of excitement. Either that or my broadhead shoots differently. And this broadhead shoots like a field tip, so it should be okay. Again, I'm confused now. Okay, this was really bugging me. So I watched the video over and over again in a slow motion, in a freeze frame, and I finally figured out what the problem was. It wasn't the XP400. I'm sorry, baby. It was me. Take a look. Okay, let's take a look. Right here, you could see the branch right here. And my Tacticam is mounted on the right side. And that branch right there is blocking the path of the vital organ. Alright, let's take a look again. Right here, it's on the right path. And for some reason, it drops really quick to the ground. Now watch very carefully. The branch that was here is flying to this side. So that's where it got hit and it's flying off. This was actually right here. And my bolt hit it and this is flying off. Normal branch is actually down here now. Okay, let's see that again. That branch gone. Okay, now I know what happened. And again, it wasn't the XP400, it was me. Now, for those of you who doesn't hunt with archery or crossbow hunting is much more challenging than firearms. And depending on the crossbow, the tenor could cause the bow to drop anywhere from 5 to 10 yards. So unless you know the distance exactly, it's easy to miss the vital organs. And if you have anything on the way, it's not forgiving as a bullet. It will deflect easily and change its direction in a heartbeat. And I was really hoping the deer would come in front of me where I have 20 yards for about 30-yard stretch where I know it's the same distance and there's no tree in front of me. But of course, it came on my left side and the trail actually comes toward me. And as you see, there's a lot of tree in between and waiting for the perfect shot and the deer passing a couple of trees, meaning 10 yards easy. And when I thought I had the perfect shot, of course, there was a small branch on the way. Now you might think, why didn't I see that on my scope? And again, because the arrow or the bolt flies in an arch motion, what I see in the scope doesn't necessarily mean arrow or the boat's gonna fly. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something from my mistake because I've definitely learned something today. See you.